I can hear everything.
We have to do the one thing that the unions did to bust the establishment.
Yes, right.
That was organized. Charge your dues and say, as a member, I will not represent you. We will represent poor folks out here. Thanks to you. And then the system crumbles. The system falls. And it don't fall at the tone of a gun, or at the tone of violence, or at the tone of being lifted up. The bad part is when systems usually fall, you got to rebuild it. This way you rebuild it as it's falling, because this whole system, as we know, have to go, because it don't deal. You see, we put emphasis on property rights instead of human rights. And the day that we get a move across the world going, that human rights, not property rights, is the number one thing that we are concerned about, then you get a different value. It's like in America, we tell American kids how beautiful democracy is, and you got to ask yourself the question, if democracy is so damn good, why do we got to go all over the world trying to ram it down people's throat with a gun? And the day we make our democracy work right for the first time, that's the first day we put the guns down, because anything good, you don't have to force on people to steal it.
Okay, listen, there's no park worth losing your life for, and you've been sitting on the beach and looking at the sea and wondering how to change it, or how to get in, or how to learn to swim. Now, okay, you did a good thing and you moved into the water to learn how to swim, but you walked in at the deep end where the current is, so now you've had the danger signal. So get out the water, go back on the beach and rethink your policy. It's not worth getting killed for a park. It's just as greedy as the establishment wanting that bit of grass. There's plenty of room.
Most people are always impatient and, just as John said, just picking up rubbish that's thrown out of the truck. It's never going to stop. We have to go to the source of the evil.
Haven't they been attacking governments and overthrowing them for the last 2 million years?
That's
In
all
Russia,
we've been
France, Britain, every country's been through that game. It's like 12th century thinking you're talking about. Everybody's done that gig about overthrowing the government. What have you got? New government, exactly the same process, exactly the same system.
Yes.
So
You have to change the people.
Yes,
change the people first.
Right.
I agree.
Slow the
down
whole
the
process
society.
down. What's the hurry?
You want people to, not take part in any violence, but how else are we going to, get our parks back?
It's a pity that make love not wars turned out to be a trendy cliche, and if they can't wait a year or two, as Yoko just said, you don't get a child and then stretch it to make it into an adult. You've got to wait for it to grow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So let's kiss a cop for Peace Week. If you're in a family and we're all in one ghetto, and if we have a brother or a sister who's retarded, you don't kick the hell out of him. And if the establishment and the squares and the cops are retarded children, then we've got to help them. The hippies and the yippies are the hip people. Let them use their hipness and do something hip.
Keep up the good work.
And you too, spread the word like butter.
We're selling it like soap, and you've got to sell and sell until the housewife thinks, there's peace or war, that's the two products.
Get rid of that concept about there's somebody somewhere up there who's the monster. We are all responsible of the monster.
We're all Frankenstein, we created the monster. We can't shout at the monster and say, don't be a bad boy and kill me. We created it.
You see, any enterprise is dependent on people. So people are really actually strong. They can do anything they want if they get together. If the capitalists are doing that to you, all you have to say is no. In other words, you see, we have to use our intelligence to compete with their power.
What is all this filming? I mean, what's it for? Jokes are good, Let's have more jokes. Like everybody's an artist,
Yeah.
everybody's a poet.
You don't need all that education. You don't need to get your whatever it is, exams that you're going to finish. What for? To turn into them? Just move off rather than get killed. Stay at home or stay in bed or make love, not war. That's all we're saying. Just remember that.
Well,
No, but keep moving, and while you're moving, you're not just moving and grooving, but you work on it. And the next time when you go to another town, it's better. And it just goes on and on like that. And if you go on living in all the cities in the world, then every city will have your footmark, and all the cities would be better each time because of your footmark. Just keep moving because the whole world is yours.
Yeah, but you have to do that, and there's no space or no time for negative thoughts. You just have to say, listen, we're going to make it. That's all.